from fairy tale weddings to bitter separations. Why are modern relationships struggling to survive? Recently, we saw cricketer Yuzvendra Chahal and his wife Dhanashree part ways, and rumors suggest Hardik Pandya and Natasha Stankovic might be heading in the same direction. Divorce, once a rarity, is now alarmingly common. Why is this happening? Is love losing its value? Is compatibility harder to find today? Does astrology play a role? And what does psychology say about it? Let's dive deep into this burning topic. Several key factors are responsible. One major reason is the rise of individualism. Earlier, marriage was seen as a lifelong commitment, where sacrifices and compromises were natural. Today, people prioritize personal happiness over adjusting in a relationship. If their expectations aren't met, they prefer to walk away rather than work through the issues. For example, a couple married for 5 years might start feeling disconnected because one partner has changed priorities, focusing on career growth while the other expects more quality time together. Instead of bridging the gap, they decide they've grown apart and separate. So, another crucial factor is financial independence, especially among women. In the past, many women remained in unhappy marriages due to financial dependency. Today, women are educated, earning well, and no longer feel the need to stay in a toxic relationship just for survival. Take the case of Bollywood actress Malaika Arora, who walked out of her marriage with Arbaz Khan despite societal pressure, citing personal happiness as the main reason. With financial security, she had the freedom to choose her own path. But social media and technology have also played a huge role in increasing divorce rates. Earlier, people had limited options and relied on personal connections. Today, with dating apps and social media, the world is full of endless possibilities, making people question whether they have settled for less. A happily married man might start comparing his wife to influencers on Instagram, thinking, "Why doesn't my wife dress up like this? Why doesn't she surprise me with expensive gifts?" Over time, dissatisfaction creeps in and relationships suffer. Similarly, reconnecting with an ex over social media has led to many infidelities that eventually end marriages. Changing societal norms have also contributed to this trend. Unlike before, staying in an unhappy marriage is no longer considered a necessity. Earlier, divorce was seen as shameful, and people would rather suffer than leave. But today, society is more accepting. For instance, in urban India, divorce rates have nearly doubled in the past 2 decades. Many celebrities like Amir Khan and Kiran Rao announced their divorce with statements of mutual respect, making it seem like an ordinary life decision rather than a personal failure. Mental health awareness is another big factor. Today, people recognize the importance of mental peace and self-care. Many realize that being in a constant state of stress due to a toxic marriage is not worth it. There are many cases where people, after years of emotional abuse, gather the courage to leave because they prioritize their mental well-being. Earlier, they might have been told to adjust or compromise for the kids. Today, therapy and self-help movements have empowered individuals to choose happiness over social obligations. Modern relationships also struggle due to unrealistic expectations. With movies and social media showcasing grand proposals, luxurious vacations, and picture-perfect couples, many expect the same from their partners. When reality doesn't match the fantasy, disappointment follows. A wife might expect her husband to express love daily like Bollywood heroes, while the husband, caught up in work stress, might not be able to meet those expectations. Instead of understanding each other's perspectives, frustration builds, leading to conflicts. Emotional resilience in relationships has also declined. Earlier generations had a fix-it mindset, where they would try to solve problems and adapt. Today, many have a replace-it mindset, treating relationships like disposable items. For example, a newly married couple might face disagreements over small things like household chores or spending habits. Instead of working on these minor issues, one of them might conclude, "Maybe we aren't meant for each other," and file for divorce within a year. The role of social media and dating apps cannot be ignored. The concept of grass is greener on the other side makes people believe they can always find someone better. A husband who once cherished his wife might start feeling dissatisfied after scrolling through social media influencers who seem more exciting. Similarly, many people, in moments of weakness, start emotional affairs online, which gradually lead to physical cheating and breakups. Studies show that couples who frequently use dating apps have a 50% higher chance of breaking up than those who don't. Financial stress is another leading cause of divorce. In modern times, both partners often work, but the pressure to maintain a high lifestyle can cause friction. Imagine a couple where one partner is a saver while the other is a spender. The saver might feel anxious about their future, while the spender feels restricted. Over time, financial disagreements escalate, leading to separation. During the pandemic, work-from-home scenarios forced couples to spend more time together, exposing underlying tensions and leading to a surge in divorces worldwide. Many also believe astrology plays a role in marriage success or failure. In Vedic astrology, Mangal dosha, or Mars placement, is often linked to relationship struggles. Some believe that if a person with Mangal dosha marries a non-Manglic, their marriage is destined to face obstacles. The positioning of Venus, which governs love and relationships, is also believed to determine harmony. However, science has repeatedly debunked astrology's role in divorce. Psychological studies suggest that rather than planetary positions, it is unresolved conflicts, emotional disconnect, and lack of communication that lead to separations. Despite this, many people still consult astrologers before marriage, and in some cases, even after separation, hoping for astrological remedies. From a psychological perspective, multiple theories explain modern breakups. The hedonic adaptation phenomenon states that humans quickly get used to happiness, leading to boredom in relationships. The excitement of new love fades and dissatisfaction sets in. Many people think, "I don't feel the same spark anymore," and instead of reigniting it, they walk away. Attachment styles also play a role. People with avoidant attachment styles struggle with commitment and tend to withdraw from relationships during conflicts. Studies show that individuals who grew up in broken homes are more likely to experience divorce themselves, as they subconsciously replicate the patterns they saw in childhood. Another psychological myth is the 50-50 relationship belief, expecting love to always be equal. In reality, relationships fluctuate. Sometimes, one partner gives 80% while the other can only give 20%. But when both partners start keeping score, conflicts arise. Despite all these challenges, divorce is not always the only solution. Many marriages can be saved with effort and understanding. One key step is redefining love and expectations. Love isn't just about grand gestures. It's also about patience, teamwork, and small everyday moments. Strengthening communication is crucial. Many couples assume their partners should just know what they need instead of openly expressing it. Reducing social media influence can also help. Instead of comparing a real relationship to a curated Instagram version, focus on genuine connection. Building emotional resilience is another key factor. Instead of giving up over small issues, couples need to practice problem solving together. Lastly, seeking therapy should not be seen as a last resort, but as a tool for maintaining a healthy relationship. Many couples who went through therapy were able to rebuild their love stronger than before. The world is changing, and so are relationships. The key isn't to fear change, but to evolve with it. Love isn't about never fighting. It's about fighting together against all odds. Before calling it quits, ask yourself, have I truly given this relationship a fair chance? Let's not just normalize divorce. Let's also normalize working on love. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring more deep dives into real-life topics that matter. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Let's keep these important conversations going.